Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 22 of my full platinum walkthrough for Elden Ring. This is the penultimate video, we've just got one more left after this. So we just beat Malenia here, we're still in her arena, this is exactly where we left off. If you do rest or quit out and come back, then this random thing is here, that stays there. It's sort of similar to the flower, well it's the same, isn't it, the flower that she had. Right, I'm going to just change my spells, or not change them, but put the ones on that I removed. So I've got Ambush Shard, which you probably won't use anymore, Pebble, and of course Adula's Moonblade. To be honest, those three you're probably not going to use as much anymore, if at all. I don't think I use any of them in this video, actually. But anyway, we're going to go over to where we defeated the Fire Giant, and then we're going to move up to the big round thing there, which is that thing dead ahead, and start the end of the game off, if that makes sense. We're going to go to the final area of the game, which is Crumbling Farum Azula, and that's going to move us towards the end game, and the world is going to change after we've finished that area. So there's certain things you want to get done by the end of this. We've done them all, like collect the missable weapon, which is the Bolt of Grandsax, the one that's in Leyendell that was on that arrow, or the bolt. That's the only missable weapon. You want to set up the ending, so get to that red door bonfire. We've already done that. That was in the Leyendell video as well. Because Leyendell's going to change after the end of this video. So ride up the chain and then go all the way to the left-hand side. You can't fall in this thing. It took me a minute to actually, the first time we came up here, to figure out what I was actually supposed to do. Because I rode round all the way around the other side. There was nothing. And then I rode round here and I thought, there's just a Grace, great, now what? But if you actually sit at the Grace, and then you get the option to talk to Melina, and that's going to move us towards the end of the game. So talk to Melina, she's going to appear, and she's going to ask you a question, and you're going to need to agree to do it. Are you prepared to commit a cardinal sin? I'm ready, let's do this. And you'll be automatically teleported after a few cutscenes and things. You'll get the trophy Erdtree Aflame. That's just a story one. You're going to get that, don't worry. And then, yeah, after a few cutscenes, you'll be in Crumbling Farum Azula, which is a completely new area to us. And there are tornadoes and all hell is breaking loose here. So the main enemies here are Beastmen. So Stars of Rune is actually your best friend against these, I would say personally. A nice charged Stars of Ruin can one-shot them if all of them hit, so it is really good against them. Smithing Stone 8 there, you should have plenty of those. You should have that trophy now, regardless of which path you're along on, whether using Somber or regular. We've got plenty of Smithing Stones now. There's quite a few 8s here. Again, as we're sort of going through this quicker through the game now, we are going to be skipping areas and running past certain enemies and things like that, because we don't need to fight them. Of course, if you want to, you can, but I'm not. So yeah, there's lots of beast men down here, so you should be able to kill them, potentially, depending on how your intelligence is looking right now. You should be able to one-shot these guys with a charged Stars of Ruin. There's quite a few here. I think there's 5 down here. So just hit them all with a charge. Obviously, it does use a lot of cerulean, of blue, of FP. But that's fine, it kills them in one. Got the Beast's Curved Sword there. Beastman's Curved Sword. Old Fang, probably never going to use them. No, not probably. Definitely will never use them. There's a couple in here. You just want to check your corners as you come in here. I think they're actually in the middle section. There's one on the left here. There. I think the other one's actually in the middle on the right hand side. Yeah, so he just kind of wanders in now. They can be a bit annoying as they jump to the... Yeah, he's got no health. They do jump left or right, and just takes one of the stars to miss with the level I'm at to mean that they don't actually die. Lightningproof dried liver. Bit of a hint as to what quite a lot of the damage is here. It's lightning damage. So with some of the bosses, you may want to change to your Pearl Drake Talisman, something that helps against lightning, basically. Or use the liver or something. It's not drastic, don't worry about it. But yeah, you can see my runes are on the top there on the compass. Those are the ones I dropped with Malenia. So yeah, don't worry, I'll get rid of them soon. Because they were probably annoying me more than you. Right, so as you walk down here, you'll see that the gate is on the left-hand side. I just bring Tish in just as a distraction. We're not going to fight it. It's a dragon's going to appear. So you've got some smithing stones here. A 6 and an 8 in the middle. It's going to come swooping down. That was a bad dodge. I don't know what that was for. Just casually, just going to walk underneath. We're just going to grab a few things as we run past. Yeah, you can see lightning is... there's a lot of it. A lot of it in this area. The dragons do a lot of lightning. I'm not going to kill it. I'm just going to leave it. Just going to run past. There's another smithing stone 8. So we've got so many of those now. If you want to kill it, go for it. You can do it from up here. Tish doesn't disappear unless you go sort of further this far. I'm just going to go to the Grace. No need to fight it. Quick refresh. And moving on. Right, there's a beast man here. So we should be able to get this with a one shot. Do we do it? Yes, we do. And then there's one in the middle here just lying down. As soon as you go near it, it will get up. Do we one shot that one? No, we do not. Got smithing stone 7 here. And then there's a whole other area now that I'm going to skip, which is still part of Farum Azula, but I'm going to skip it. So there's a lift over there to the left, and you can go down there, and you can go down there, and there's just enemies and stuff and things and stuff that we don't need. So I'm not going to go down there. I'll show you where to get to that lift in a moment if you want to go down. So yeah, there's quite a few beast men. Most of them are melee like that, but you do get these ones now and again. Now, these ones do similar to what the dragon does, where they just kind of do a magic spell like that. They'll shoot lightning up into the air, and it'll come down roughly where you were stood. It hit the ground to the left of me. You've got loads of time just to kind of move out the way. Really, it should never hit you. Got another melee one here. Yeah, they always seem to dodge off to the left or right, which is a bit annoying. And we're going to go full circle. You got Golden Rune 12 up here. Yeah, boss wise, we're going to be doing a few in this. What have we got? 3 and a half, 3 main ones and a half boss, I would say. All have a trophy tied to them. So quite a few trophies in this one. 4 in total. Already got one of them. So there's a few more beastmen down there. Got the lightning Greatbolts here. So this is the lift. If you want to go down there and mess around in that area for a bit, you can do. I was just going to turn around, but there's actually a hero's rune here. Just remembered that. That's quite a lot of runes. And in the middle here is the Ancient Dragon Prayerbook. Not that we're using incantations. So yeah, you see the lightning just kind of flies up into the air. You just need to step to the side. It really doesn't track you very well. You got one with a shield here. Oh, he's going... Whoa, oh, calm down. He isn't happy about something. Just that one misses. It's got such little health there. One here, this is the final. Well, you don't need to kill all these, to be honest. You could have just run past this last one. But it's this one's easy runes. They pay out fewer runes than the random little guys in the last video. Believe it or not. So yep, this is the path. This is the main path now. So this is the next Grace. And then we're going to do a bit of a run here to skip some things. We're doing some runes. No, I was going to pop a few runes, but we'll just carry on. So you've got the Somber Miner's Bell Bearing there. So yeah, more. You should be able to pretty much buy all the Somber Smithing Stones you like. So we're going down there. And there's a whole other area if you go up and round and everything. We're not doing all that. We're just going to run through here. So there's a bit of a gauntlet, this place. There's lots of skeletons, and obviously you can't kill them from afar because you need to confirm the kill with these things. So we're just going to run past. That one's going to always appear from here. You should be alright just running past him. And then just keep running this way. And then look for the narrow thing down here. Drop on. Go up here. Got some golden arrows, not going to need those. And then don't do this. I thought I'd leave that in. Yeah, don't do that. It just sort of, there was not enough room for me to land as I walked. So I didn't jump, I just walked off. Anyway, carry on and stick to the left here. There is one to the right of that pillar. You can just see his attack there. And then keep running. Somber Smithing Stone 9. And jump over here. And then we're safe. So there's a whole area below where we just were as well, down there. There's the guy. But again, we don't need to do it. So we're not going to. Right, we've got the knights that are pretty dangerous here. But again, we're just going to run past them. Just be careful with their first attack. It's those ones that like to... Oh, whoa. Yeah, sort of use the wind and that. So just go run past, go right. Oh, they're not happy. Run down these stairs. And then into the first boss fight we're doing, which is the Godskin duo. So basically, Ornstein and Smaug. Well, it's not, but it's the similar sort of principle, you know what I mean? But we actually can get a friend here. So obviously I'm going to bring Tish in. And they do share a life bar. So you kill what... So they're a combination, really, of... Ornstein and Smaug and the Four Kings, if you will. So you've got the big one, who is the one that usually comes after you, and he's probably the harder of the two. No, he definitely is, because he does this. And then I tried to... Usually this works if you hide behind the pillar, but it did not work. He does the roll, and I'm well stuck there. Yeah, try and hide behind the pillar. Usually you just get stuck on the pillar, but unfortunately it didn't work that time. And yeah, you want to just work on one. While Tish is distracting the other. It will more than likely be this one with the epee. I think it's an epee. But just keep going until it dies. No! It's got no health left. That's not fair. Come on, I've got no FP left, got no health left. I don't know how those attacks were missing, but I am grateful that they were. Right, so once one is dead, go and quickly concentrate on the other. Should be able to take them down pretty quickly with the help of Tish. And you need to do this quite quickly because another one will spawn in. They just keep going like Four Kings. They just keep going. So there. Once they're both down, you've got a little rest for a second while the next one will spawn in. And they'll spawn in down here. Now in theory you could use... Comet Azure if you're ready, but they do move like that. They do quite often. So against the big one, you'd probably be okay. And the main attack that you need to watch out for, of course, is that one. I mean, that shouldn't have got me. There, they summoned in his friends, so you do have to be relatively quick. But I've got the big one again. No. But yeah, use the pillars as well to your advantage. And you should be okay with this. If you can do it fairly quickly. Don't worry about charging Stars of Ruin. If you don't have the time, then obviously just hit them with a shorter one. You'll get the trophy. That's basically what we're here for. And you need to fight them. So you're going to get some Ash of War there. As well as a Bell Bearing. And quite a few runes. So I do put... I think I'll Endurance... Dex is another good one. Dex is actually quite low for me. Dex can help with spell casting time, but it's not that... I don't really notice it. Maybe it is for some people. I don't really notice it too much, but it can help. There is a guy to the left of me. He usually should not wake up. We got a Golden Rune 12 up here. There he is. No, you're just going to stand there? Okay. That's fine by me. And now let's do some more running through this area. Nope, that wasn't it. That's the side you need. Yeah, let's see. I get hit here. Let's see if I can figure out who did it. Like, where did that come from? I know there's a couple up there. There's one there. I think that's a dog though, so that shouldn't get me. And you got one down there. But that's a dog as well. So I'm not sure who hit me. Either way, we're just going to carry on. I think this one gets me as well. No, there's another one that hits me as well with a random attack that I was not expecting. Again, we're just going to get through this place. The dog here, we'll just hit them with the Stars of Ruin as well. Because there's quite a few grace points in this area, so you're going to be, you know, moving quite quick. You should not run out of the 9, depending if you're holding 9 or not. Cerulean Tears, so you can just go for it with Stars of Ruin. I don't have my cheaper Talisman on anymore. Mainly because I have the shield one on, and it helps with like 20%, I think it is, physical damage negation. So yeah, what the hell? Keep getting hit by random frisbees. I don't know what's going on. I think they're from those enemies, but he was already dead by the time that thing hit me. Must have done it at the last second. You've got one that's going to appear here. There he is. I thought he was one of the bigger ones, but he's actually not. He's just a regular one, so one will do it. So yeah, if you want to go exploring around, you can go up the stairs. You can have a look around up there. There's more enemies and things, obviously. But we're not interested, or I'm not particularly interested in that, so... Well, we're not. We're just trying to get through. We've got everything we need. We can't really make ourselves any stronger apart from using runes, so... Yeah. We don't need to stick around. We've got bosses to kill. And then you've got the Dragoncrest Shield Talisman, which is a +2, which does sound really good, but it's actually worse than the legendary one that we're already wearing, so, or I'm already still wearing. We've got the Great Shield version, which is better, but there if you want it for whatever reason. There's one to the left, and obviously you can look around here as well. There's more stairs. Just show you off here to the right. There's going to be a dog on them as well. I don't know how this dog doesn't get me. Oh, I mean, I don't know how it didn't die as well. Right, we've got a Crucible Knight here. I don't like fighting Crucible Knights. You probably don't like fighting Crucible Knights. So we're not going to fight the Crucible Knight. It's the one with the shield as well. They're always the pain. So we're going to go around this left-hand side. He will start chasing you. He wakes up pretty early, to be honest. Aggro's early. So get over here, run round. You do a running jump across there, and then quickly do a running jump. You can grab that Smithing Stone 8 if you 6 or 8 if you want to, and then jump up and round. Now, the reason I quickly said is there. You just see he does follow you onto that first platform, but once you're across here, you're safe again because you've got a grace. This area does seem pretty. It's quite long, really, but we're going around in a circle more than anything. But yeah, there's our next grace, but like I said, there's a lot of them. And our next main enemy of this section is birds. You probably don't like the birds, so don't give them a chance. Just Stars of Ruin. I know it's a bit overkill. It's not a bit it's massive overkill, but just get rid of them. Don't worry, you won't run out. We've got another grace coming up, of course. And don't drop down there. That's a lift we're never going to use. More smithing stones. Right, so just keep, do your lock on. Check for birds. You've got one here. You're okay. There is a dragon in the distance. I'll show you in a minute. There's a dragon in the distance with the whole lightning thing. It doesn't have much health. In fact, you just need to hit it once. There it is. It's going to just keep doing that. It can't get you from up here, but once you get onto this roof, it can start hitting you. Its attacks are random. It'll just keep doing them. So just, just dodge out of the way if you think it's going to get you. Kill that crow, not crow, eagle. Whatever it is. And make your way down here. And then you've got a bridge we need to cross. Or you need to cross. We need to cross. Everybody needs to cross. And there's a few birds on this as well. So you've got one there. You've got one to the right, not that one there, and then you do have that one on the upper left as well. That will swoop down. So there is also, you can see there's ruins, and there's a couple up on top of those ruins as well. I mean, I wasn't that close. Not close enough to kill it, so I'm just waiting for the... no, come on. Yeah, they're waiting for that to see where they are. And when it's clear, we'll go and get him. So yeah, he will fly down and get you. And then you clear. That one's okay, that's not going to touch you. And then you have to switch to Rock Sling and send a couple his way. It's a bit of a weird one. This one just despawns once you hit it once. I did shoot another one off, but yeah, it's getting ready to despawn because I did hit it once. I think, yeah, they're just... okay, bye. I don't know what the deal is with that one, honestly. It always does that. I don't know whether it's just a mirage or some sort of... I don't know, it's not got much health and it disappears after one hit. But it just disappears, almost like a glitch disappearing, rather than phasing away. Strange. Anyway, another one of these, like we need them. And then you've got a golden seed up there, but there's a load of birds as well. We don't need any more golden seeds. We've got a couple extras anyway. And the next thing we're going to do is another fight. Dragonlord Placidusax. Let's go with that. But before we get to him, we've got some more beastmen. So you've got 3 sleeping up here. You've got 1. You've got 2. Oh no, he didn't die. And then you got a 3rd one up there. There's also one that will do the lightning. He's off to the right hand side. If you do this quickly enough, you'll have more than enough time to get him as well. There he is. But he may come running down, so just be aware of that. And then you've got one to the right hand side here. There he is. And then we're nearly there. So we're going to do another run to a grace point here. It's not particularly dangerous, it's just we don't need it there. You got some more, so you got just do this one with a rock sling, because this is a bit precarious than what we're about to cross here. Yeah, and down there is where we're going in a moment, but we're just going to go and get a grace first. So there are a few beastmen in here. That one's one of the ones that brings the lightning down. He is stood over an item. If I remember rightly, it's Somber Mining Bell again. So if you want to grab that. But we don't need it, and we're just going to run past. But if you do, obviously go and get it. And make it past this other one to the right and go up the lift. And once you're up the lift, you are safe. Because there's a grace. Yet another. Is this the part where I do the thing? So I'm going to start cracking runes, but I'm not sure how many. Do I start doing it here? Yeah. So I'm just going to use a few runes up because the boss we're about to do can be a bit of a pain. You can get one shot by this boss with a certain attack that it does. So for that reason, you may want to put the Opaline bubble tier on. You know, that one that blocks 1 hit of damage. It can really help. I don't put it on, but if you want to, it can be the difference between life and death, honestly. Or, you know, have the extra magic damage. Now, I would actually remove the one that does magic damage as opposed to the one that gives you infinite magic. And I've just, yeah, I cracked the exact amount. So what I was doing is I had like 25,000 runes, so I was going to, you know, just crack a few extra, and then I'm left with 25,000. That was a completely pointless exercise. But I'll put one in mind anyway. So I'm still left, so I just thought, oh, I'm going. Yeah, so if you're worried about this one hit of damage and maybe have not as powerful magic for this fight, then yeah, maybe change it. But don't worry, this is this is where you'll come back to this grace point if you do die. Unfortunately, there's no you're going into a dream sort of sequence, or that's what it is. Feels like We're going to run past here, back the way we came. And then we're going to look over this edge here. Now maybe spin the camera the other way around because, yeah, don't do that. Apparently ledges are my downfall. No, he didn't laugh. No, I didn't think so. Yeah, I ran back and then dropped down. Just be careful. Once you get onto the first ledge, you're okay. You just run across these. And then just run all the way to that block that's over there. And this is how you get to the boss, to the Dragonlord. Placidusax. Yes, that one. The Dragonlord. And then when you get here, you're going to see a prompt, and lie down in there, and then you're going to get a cutscene, and you're going to be teleported off to the boss. And you need to do this every single time you fight this boss. If you die, you need to come back and do that. So you can bring in Tish nice and early, so we're not in a rush here or anything. Make sure you're filled up on tears. And then we're going to run in. And when you get to about these pillars, the dragon will wake up, lock on, hit them with one, and then keep moving forward. It will do a lightning call at the beginning. I swear I was clear by that point, otherwise I would have rolled. But never mind. And then do the same again, hit it with a rock sling, and then keep moving forward. Now, I want to be close to this, or you want to be pretty close. And the reason I'm using Rock Sling is I want to hit it enough so it gets stunned, which is about to happen off this next one. I rushed it. Watch out for the claw swing, obviously. It usually does 2 or 3. And it came pretty quickly towards me then. That wasn't fair. Now, this lightning attack, you want to watch out for that. So once you've sort of paralysed it for a bit, drink your flask, Comet Azure it. And if you're lucky, it will do that lightning, stab into the floor. Now, if you do get that one, you will survive it. With a full health bar, you'll survive it. It does take it a while to trigger that thing. It'll slam it, and then it'll charge it, and then it'll blow up. There is a chance you kill this thing with an infinite Comet Azure before it lets off the lightning. So it's worth taking that extra hit of damage because you will be very close to killing it if it does that. So that's why you want to get close to it to sort of force it to do that. Now so when it does the disappearing act, it'll go up into the sky and then it'll charge at you like that. That charge it does is the attack that can one-shot you. Every time it does that charge, that disappear and then charge, it will do 2 reappearances on the floor, and then it'll potentially fly around again. And with this attack, you want to dodge to the right of it, because there is sort of a hitbox on the left-hand side of that attack. So don't dodge left through it, dodge right through it if possible. And then, yeah, I'm not having much luck with these sweeps. These are easy to dodge. I'm just getting the timing wrong on my casting. Maybe I should have more decks. But yeah, the reason, again, I'm using Rock Sling is I want to get that knockdown, because then it's going to allow me to use Comet Azure. Yeah, this is what you want it to do. You want it to do the screaming, because you've got plenty of time to knock it down. There we go. Comet Azure it, and you should be good. So again, if it does the lightning into the ground, you can pretty much kill it without, going through these extra phases. But once it's down, there you go. Another trophy. Dragonlord, Placidusax. Yes. And of course, I didn't do this first time I died, because I got hit by that one-shot attack. It's actually really easy to dodge through, but I just completely messed the timing up on it. But yeah, pretty straightforward. It looks a lot worse than it is. It's just those few dodges, those attacks you need to look out for. Specifically the charge, and when it disappears. And then once you're done, we're going to go back to beside the Great Bridge. So this is the top of the lift. And now we're going to carry on. And we are very nearly done. I mean, we've only got 10 minutes left, so yeah, we're nearly done with this area. On the bridge here, go to the left to start with. And we're going to just go and get another legendary talisman. Not the final one. The final one we will get in the next video. It's not available yet, but it will be after this, after we've changed the world. So I'm going to run down here. You're going to want stars back on. We've got one here. He usually doesn't wake up, to be honest, so you can just leave him if you want. I know you won't. And there's one over here as well. Most of the others, well, all the others are actually dead already. You got a Smithing Stone 8 there, Somber Smithing Stone 8. And then we're going to get attacked by a guy called Bernahl. Yeah, he may sound familiar. We have fought him before. He was a friendly NPC that we killed very early on in East Limgrave. And we got our first legendary weapon. That was him when he sold us Ashes of War, but we just killed him. So he's going to appear here again. This always happens at this point. So yeah, he does hit pretty hard, but he is actually quite slow as well. So you should be able to get a few charges off. I mean, I was outside there. That's not fair. So just keep Stars of Ruin. It's your best bet against NPCs, honestly. And like these NPC kind of fights. Now, don't go to... The reason I stopped where I did before his spawn was because there are some more Beastmen behind him in that tower. So you want to go, you know, away from him, obviously, because we don't want to get hit. But don't go too far back. You're going to want to, about here, think about turning around again and getting past him. That was bad time. Badly timed. Yeah, that's got a hell of an AoE. I mean, it looked like I was outside of it then, but apparently the game said no. Now, we don't actually need to kill this guy. This is not what we're here for. He's going to give us something called the Blasphemous Claw. That's for parrying the Black Blade, which is the attack that Tish does. And is going to be the attack the next boss does as well. But it's... yeah, just try and dodge it instead. There we go, the Blasphemous Claw. It's a tool that you can use. Now, there are 3 enemies in here. There's 2 on the left, 2 lesser ones on the left. So you should be able to get those with 1 or 2. And there's another one here. They're straight up and dodging with these guys. And it helps if you lock on, I suppose, as well. Yeah, we got him with that one. And then there's a big one off to the right-hand side. So this is obviously why we didn't want to run in here. He's going to take a few. And he'll come at you with crazy attacks as well. He'll get out that door pretty quickly. We have fought a Beastman. Did we fight him in this video? No, I don't think we did do him. It was very early on in West Limgrave. They're actually a boss. Anyway, open up the chest. You're going to get Old Lord's Talisman, which is a legendary talisman. Our penultimate one, second to last one. And once we've grabbed that, we're just going to teleport back to beside the Great Bridge. And, yeah. Try and beat this guy on the horse. To say he's a bit annoying is an understatement. So I'm going to, yeah, just crack in a few here. Try and get to somewhere close. Again, you got your remembrances if you want to use those. But I don't know which ones you've actually used, so I'm not going to use them. Are we over here? No, I think we're good. No, nowhere near. Well, we're actually very near, but just short. What level are we at this point, actually? 137, not bad. 138 now. It's the extra defense as well, you know, with mind and things like that. Just leveling it up, you get that extra bit of defense as well every time. Right, so we're going to go up and we're going to go right this time. That's the boss dead ahead in that Colosseum. But we do have another guy to fight before that, and it's a Tree Sentinel, but it's not a Tree Sentinel. He has lightning attacks and his horse breathes fire, because why not? Now, he is pretty tough, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, you want to slowly watch out as you're casting, because his horse will breathe fire like that from a distance. If you keep backpedaling, you can actually get him. I'm going to manage to get him to do it. Yeah, obviously watch his slam attacks. Oh, come on, that was nowhere near. Oh, the breathing fire is such a hard one to dodge as well. It has a weird AoE at the end of the sort of the explosion. I was going for all sorts here trying to kill him. What's the best thing to do? And it is stars. That attack you need to dodge as he pulls his arm down. Don't go too early. That's just not fair. There, as he does that. Oh, come on. The timing is horrendous. Right, if you stay... Yeah, so it's happened now. If you stay this far down and quite far away like I've just done, he will either despawn and go back up, which does happen, or he will actually de-aggro like he's done now and just kind of wander up. He will activate, he will aggro again. Here he is. Occasionally. And I'm in the middle of a cast there. I wasn't expecting him to wake up. Here's a one-off, so once you've killed him once, he's gone forever. Just doing it from a distance. Hell, it's the coward's way, but it's also the safe way. I don't care, I'm going to take that last hit. No, I'm not. You're going to dodge my last one. I'll take that last hit, that's fine. Right, there he is, down. Yeah, just stay distant and stay far back, and he'll kind of despawn or de-aggro. If you look at its de-aggro, it's the better of the two. If he despawns, obviously he'll respawn back at the top where he started. I'm just going to teleport back, which is going to, you know, refresh everything. And then we're going to carry on up to the boss. So you've got Golden Rune 12 and a Somber Smithing Stone there. Up here. Now this boss is actually very simple, very straightforward and easy, but they can kill you out of nowhere. And you're going to see how that happens. I did die once beforehand before doing this. It actually wasn't my fault. Well, sorry, it was kind of my fault. I rolled off the edge because the lock-on, he was attacking me on this side and he flew over the top of me, and because of the way I was rolling to the left to safety, but because he went over the top, my roll followed him off the edge, if that makes sense. Anyway, don't bring in Black Knife Tish to start with. Just check it's safe, because sometimes he will rush at you. Just check it's safe to bring Tish in. And when it is, obviously go behind a pillar. That's going to be the safest place to do it. You've got these sort of... The attacks it does at this point are quite easy. You know, they're not very strong or anything. You can dodge most of them quite easily. He's not got much range. He does do ranged attacks, but they're quite easy to dodge. But once he gets to half health, he's going to change into Maliketh the Black Blade proper. And this is where problems can arise. He is using a Black Blade, so once you get hit, you will continue to take damage. Now that is an attack you definitely need to dodge. Again, use the pillars, use stars, and yeah, just stay away. Like, watch, this is how I died last time. Where the hell did that attack come from? Seriously. How is that even fair? It was completely the other... He just teleported through that column like it was nothing. Anyway. Yeah, he doesn't have much health. He looks a lot worse than he actually is. But keep your distance. Let Tish do her thing. And you should be okay. It's the first initial... You know, as you come back in after the cutscene in the middle... That's your problem. Once you can get away from him at that point behind a pillar, you should be okay. And then you'll get the trophy there, which is Maliketh. And now the world is going to change. So, you will teleport away, you'll get the trophy, and you'll teleport to Leyndell Ashen Capital. So, the weapons and the ending are not available anymore, but we've done them already. I did mention at the beginning of this video to get them done. Hopefully they're all done. And yeah, this is where we're going to pick up in our last video, which is the next one. Just going to put some more into mind. Do we have an extra? Yeah, we've got a little bit extra. We'll go over the top here and put some more in. Mind, intelligence, dex, whatever you want to put it in at this point, it doesn't really matter. It's very small amounts that you're doing now. Or health if you're struggling, obviously. Where do we choose to go? Intelligence. I'll get it up to 80 because it's a nice round number. Right, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.